Welcome to the show. It is a horrible show, a terrible show, absolutely the worst. You can ask anyone about it. People often do. We got a lot of news this week from, I don't know, cockfighting to drunken raccoons. So we'll see what we get to and what we talk about.
A lot of animal-based ones this week.
Yeah, we got a couple animal ones this week. Well, you guys have a good week?
I have a headache, so yeah. Great
So
week.
it's going to be a fantastic show. If John's in pain, we're all doing good.
Yeah,
all right, well.
kind of.
Oh, sorry.
Gosh dang it, John, you're killing
All
me.
good.
No, I'm just trying to make sure we have the live chat up and available at least. So if anybody decides they want to comment, at least we'll.
So basically, if Dallin or Sarah comment.
Yes.
Pretty much.
All right, well, we got this first article for us today. Everyone wants to hear about it. Everyone has probably already heard about it. The freaking drunken raccoon.
Our favorite animal. I would love a pet raccoon.
They are pretty cool animals.
They're
Sounds so
adorable,
cruel.
okay?
Yeah, they are pretty cool animals. So, let's go ahead and take a look at this. Scroll on down, babe. Raccoon broke into a liquor store and drank moonshine, peanut butter, whiskey, and rum.
Man, he drank straight gasoline. Good
He
grief.
went straight. I mean,
Yeah, scroll on down, babe. We got some of the security footage there.
and into some vodka and
Yo.
eggnog as well. He was
He
just
got
having.
festive. He got festive.
He was having.
Man, he was on that sugar, corn, peanut butter, and potatoes.
Pretty much.
He was just enjoying
He was
himself.
appropriating all the cultures.
Yep.
I don't know. Is it scroll up or scroll down? There's a video somewhere on this page, babe. We got
Probably
some.
down.
Yeah,
Right there.
Click on that. I have the sound turned off on that, so we don't have to hear anything.
Trash pandas are at it again.
Yep. Gotta love them trashies.
Bender.
Oh, yeah. What do we got here? Oh, jeez.
I was telling you guys before the show, it's like,
What?
look at that. He's going right to the top shelf.
He
stuff.
knows exactly
He knows where
what
the good
he's
stuff's
going
at.
for.
Why are
He's-
all security cameras like freaking 2 pixels?
Dude, I don't
I
get
don't
it.
know.
I don't get it. We've got
Look at him.
4K now.
He's like, ooh,
everywhere.
this one's
8K.
good.
We have 8K
We
cameras
do have
now.
8K cameras everywhere. They're not even that expensive now, too.
Right? Friggin'. Oh,
I say
he
that
had
as we're
eggnog,
using
too.
crappy webcams.
He got into eggnog, too.
Eggnog as well. This,
Man.
what is it? I'm guessing the economy down at the local landfill isn't doing so well.
Hey, he needed to take
So
the
he's-
edge off, okay? He was like,
Well-
I've had a rough week, man.
He could be going through a divorce.
He's probably like, I got 6 litters to take care of. Friggin' can't find enough trash in the trash cans.
The 7th
Man.
one on the way.
She wants more child support. Ah!
Darlene's at it again, asking for more.
The berries are supposed to be for me. I was giving you the trash.
Oh, man.
You watching the video? He knows exactly.
He's done this before.
Probably has. He probably got into somebody's trash
Maybe
and
we
had
should
a
look
taste
up.
of it.
Maybe we should look up if there's any cases of not raccoons, but break-ins at liquor stores where they didn't catch the bandit.
It's a raccoon, probably.
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
Raccoons have been thick like this year. Have you guys seen all the ones on the side of the roads?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, there's been a lot of them.
There's been thick, like, you would know.
So they actually recuperated this guy in the article if we go down and read it.
It was an hour and a half,
An
and
hour
he
and a
was
half
recovered,
hangover.
okay?
Did they give a total on how much he drank? Like, how
Is
many
Go
bottles?
up and look at that picture.
I don't
Scroll up right
remember.
there. Let's see, how many bottles do we count there? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Well, none of them are empty. Like,
Yeah, none of them are empty.
Well,
but
you can
still,
see
though,
the
there's a
spill.
besides
lot.
the broken ones.
Yeah.
There's a lot that he got into.
Go back up just a little bit. Like to the paragraph just above the... Let's see. Trash pandas arrived.
Somebody fed
Oh, yeah.
fed a whole bunch of raccoons and made a mob of about 100 that were aggressively demanding food.
Yeah, you got to
That's
be
great.
careful. They bring their friends.
They
Like-
do.
It's like freaking crows.
Which means they have to upgrade their security now because he's going to bring friends back to his place.
Hey, guys.
guys, check this out.
guys, I just had the trippiest night, guys.
So
It tasted this water tasted like
Fire.
peanut butter and fire, man.
And he bets these guys are like a low-grade mafia. One goes to the alcohol store, the other one goes to a dispensary. One goes for the friggin' booger sugar down the alleyway.
Oh, and that's the thing. The ones at the trash cans are the lookouts. They're not really getting trashed.
They're not. They're just there watching.
They're the sentries. They're not the criminals.
Hey Steve, I like the blue raspberry vodka. Grab me that bottle. Come on, bro. I said not drink it. Grab it for me.
Grab the galaxy brownies this time.
All right, well, let's go ahead and hit up that
Perhaps
next article.
even-
Its hangover lasted about an hour and a half. That is a quick hangover for as much as he drank.
I mean, he does only have like a body mass of 5 pounds.
I know, but as much as he supposedly drank,
Oh, and they did release him though too, because like back east they are native there versus here they're not.
I love how they say, except perhaps remorse. I doubt that panda,
He has no
that
remorse.
raccoon.
there's no remorse there, just pride.
Like he was probably like, man, I'm doing that again. That was
He
great.
is the talk of the trash panda town right now.
I feel bad for anyone with a brown paper sack coming down the road.
Gonna
get
get mobbed by a bunch
Gonna
of
get
trash
mugged by a
pandas.
trash panda.
That would be freaking hilarious.
Oh, that's
man.
one of our happier topics of today.
Oh,
I
it's happy
just-
topics, just how it depends on how you look at them.
True. I legitimately wish sometimes we could look into animals' minds, because I really want to know what his first thought was
When he tasted the fire water.
when he tasted the fire water. Was he like, my mouth's on fire, or was it, oh, this is good,
Who knows? Maybe he got into the lighter stuff before he got the hard liquor.
And then so he's already.
So he already was a little buzzed by the
Well-
time he started drinking it.
Who knows if taste actually affects raccoons like it does us?
Well,
True.
that's true.
'Cause,
Oh,
like,
well, that is fair because capsaicin oil makes our mouths burn and makes raccoons'
So
mouths
it
burn.
sounds like he-
birds don't have any response to capsaicin oil. They don't feel the spiciness of food.
So it sounds like when you read this, he said, if you have not tried it, peanut butter whiskey is excellent. Miss Maurer says the raccoon apparently agreed. So it
So-
sounds like he drank a lot more of the whiskey than any of the
peanut butter
other.
whiskey.
Yeah.
He's like, this tastes like something I've had before.
I find it in people's trash cans all the time. This is great. It's everywhere. I got a
Oh,
huge
man.
bottle.
Holy crap! I'm doing the Charlie Kirk thing. I keep compulsively drinking water.
good grief, man, calm down.
Oh,
It's a sipper. It's not a.
it's a sipper, not a chugger.
Yeah.
Oh, not apparently to that raccoon. He was a chugger. All right, let's go ahead and get over to the next article.
Next article, guys.
Let's get over to the more serious articles today. This is a hard transition.
Very hard transition,
So,
guys.
whistleblower exposes cover-up of organ harvesting from live patients. And this article, man, it gets freaking dark. Like, I don't know how I feel about this. I mean...
Now it
shit,
makes me
this
worried.
This is pretty close to capital punishment stuff, if not already is capital punishment
This makes
stuff.
me worried that they've taken one of my kidneys, and that's why I feel like crap all the time. Because I had surgery.
Maybe. And when you pee, does it always go to the right?
No.
Nah.
Kidding, it wouldn't do it. So let's go ahead and scroll down. I've got some highlights
Dude,
through
it's
this
been my.
article for
It's
us.
been my. I have a deep fear of that.
So
dude.
here's this first part. Nearly a dozen whistleblowers have come out. So somewhere between basically 6 and 12 whistleblowers have come out about this. The organization New Jersey Sharing Network, which that's a freaking weird name for an organ harvesting thing. It doesn't freaking make sense. Is accused of having harvesting.
Hey, we have some comments real
I
quick.
said having. One second, let me finish this real quick. Having, I meant harvesting organs from patients who showed signs of life and then covering it up. Well, all right, let's hit up the
Sorry.
comment. What's the comment?
We got one guy from Alaska, and then hello,
You're-
darling.
You're. Hi, Logan's wife. Yes, losers can comment too. And hello to this person all the way up from Alaska. He commented and
Do
said
we know
hello.
who that is?
I do not.
Is that your guy, BK Mars?
Oh, yeah, that's
It
actually
is?
my biological father.
Oh, he said drunk raccoons are very mean.
Not just mean, very, very mean.
I'm gonna have to ask.
I
him-
mean, very, very. Oh yeah, he does. There's two varies in there. So
Oh, okay. Well, in that case, Maybe we need to sponsor him giving some whiskey to a moose. See how that looks on camera.
Hey, if you're listening, if you want to give, and
he would get moose in his backyard all the time.
I want to see that, but I want to see what a raccoon looks like when they've had whiskey. Can you send me that video, please? I would love to watch that. I would love to see a live stream of that.
He just commented.
Oh, you did?
The unspoken part about organ donation is that the donor can't be completely dead, or the organs die.
Yeah.
Die dead organs are useless.
Yeah. No. That's
try to catch you right before you die.
That's expected. Like they can generally tell if the person is going to die.
But let's get into
this article real quick.
People who are like alive.
I am not. Just to make things clear, we are not opposed to like organ donation. At least I'm not. I don't know how Kyle feels, but
I'm not opposed to it, but we keep getting more and more reports of this kind of crap going on, and it's making me want to get rid of being an organ donor, because it's just like, why would I trust these people at all?
Where hospitals will deny you care in order to harvest.
Yeah. That is why I am against
more reports of abuse, and
that's
it's nasty.
why I'm personally against it. When I started hearing about this, is I want to save people's lives, but they have so many cases that they harvest it from people who are alive,
and
like healthy.
They have that chance of going in and
they
like,
just take
having a full recovery.
Yeah.
Okay. Your biological father commented again.
You can just say the name on the thing.
BK Mars, right around September in Washington State, west in Washington State, the plums and the blackberries are rotting off the trees and the vines, and they're fermented and packed full of alcohol.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, no.
No, that's actually very common with berries, where berries will get fermented. And there are animals that will go, and birds and stuff that will go and actually get drunk on it all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, bears
Sorry,
will.
so let's focus on this.
Sorry.
You're good. I'm going to grab a water.
So, allegations supplied by multiple insiders up and years of industry assurances that misconduct claims were overblown. My problem is that they're saying misconduct claims were overblown. They should have been saying misconduct claims were even happening. It's like, so you're saying that you knew that they were happening. So, patient, right there, you see in bold in my highlight, patient reanimated as organ recovery began.
Dude, do you know how terrifying that would be? You start to come to, and he's freaking like cutting out your kidney, and you're like, you can't do anything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So the whistleblower alleged that the patient reanimated after the recovery began. According to the letter, when the administrator on call notified leadership, the sharing network allegedly told staff to continue with the recovery despite clear signs of life.
Yeah, no. That's BS.
I that's where I'm like, this is capital punishment level stuff, because at this point it's like this person's showing signs of possibly recovering the moment you're doing.
Isn't that against their code that they take? That you take
you would
when you're
think
this is against the Hippocratic Oath.
You would think it's against the Hippocratic Oath, but apparently some of these people don't care. And what was it? It's in the Bible right there. It's like they warned what was it? When they were talking, the word that we translate to oftentimes is witchcraft, but you go back to the Greek and it's pharmacia.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like, beware of the pharmacia. It's like, the pharmacists or the doctors. And I'm thinking it's more of just the people offering cures or aid that really are actually after their own ends or their own benefit. And this is probably what falls right in line with that. These people were looking to earn money by harvesting organs rather than actually looking to preserve life by harvesting organs for people who need them.
Males' testicles go for a ridiculous amount of money.
What is it now?
60 grand on the black market per.
What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
60? That's 60. It? Inflation has not affected our nuts at all. They're offering 60 grand when I was in high school.
It might be more.
Inflation has not touched our balls.
Microplastics have.
Yeah, those have.
But so...
Well, you know what? That's why the testosterone's down, so the balls aren't worth as much now.
So
keep it PG.
Oh, it is. Still, technically.
So this is... Because I've heard so many horror stories of this happening. And this is where it gets in And then also I've heard horror stories of people like getting transplants of like hearts.
Mm-hmm.
So your brain is not the only place that can record memories.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Your heart is
No,
implanted too.
that's something I saw an article on, that multiple
And
parts of
it's-
the body have neurons that are capable of storing memories.
And it's super weird. I've heard of people having thoughts and memories after getting heart transplants that are not their own. They are of the previous owner.
And
And so
that
I have a
makes
hard
sense.
time because it messes with people's heads.
I think that's why heartbreaks are so rough.
It's 'cause it's-
Because it's that part of your body is what's storing those emotions
Yep.
and those memories.
And
of that
so
emotion.
you run into a dangerous thing here is if the person isn't dead and the person's alive, that trauma is now implanted there. Okay? But also the trauma on the person that's still alive. Also, it's 100% illegal. But you know hospitals are doing it just for the money. You know hospitals are only here for
maybe
money.
Hospitals probably are. The doctors may not be. They're in it for money, but they also actually, many of them probably do care. But then it's like this company, this whatever sharing network, they don't care about preserving life. They're
It's like,
in
what
it
was
for getting money.
What was the CEO of the one insurance company that was assassinated?
I can't remember,
I
but
can't.
yeah,
United Healthcare? Was that the CEO of United
Luigi
Healthcare?
Mangione was the name of the assassin. I know that.
Yeah,
the
but
one that all those
they
liberal
literally
women
raised
are
the
fawning
cost
over.
because they don't care about the patient. They only
Well,
want the money.
Most of these hospitals are run by a board of directors. Board of directors don't care about human
They don't. They want
like,
money.
human care. They
To
don't
be
care
fair,
about more
their
about the
job
dollar.
is about trying to balance the budget and maintaining the organization.
Which
as a
I
whole.
think is complete BS. The CEO should be a trustworthy doctor that's had years in the field and who people can stand by to make
And a
those.
bottle of
that's a good
Tylenol
point.
shouldn't
Maybe
be-
maybe the heads of these organizations should actually have been practicing doctors.
Somebody who has
And maybe we should have requirements for that they have to practice at least so many hours a year to be able to maintain their ability to operate in these businesses.
What's the phrase?
The only problem, though, is now we're getting into government regulation, and
We know how we feel.
we know
about
how
that.
we feel
So,
about government regulation and the crap
It's
like
the
that.
great. It's the great. Oh, I just spaced the word.
It's a
'cause it didn't-
seesaw of power.
It's
Yeah.
literally that catch-22 is because we need the regulation, but if we have too much regulation,
We
then
have the
you have
inverse
way too-
unintended effect.
What's that old phrase? Those who can do, and those who can't teach.
is hospitals
Which
too.
is
They
funny,
are
'cause I've
here
heard
for
that, and
money.
It's like I'm really good at teaching. I've done it before.
So I have to
But I'm
ask-
also really good at doing. But I get it though. It's like to a degree. Like when you get old and you just can't do it anymore, go teach.
So I have to ask: does this article go into where those organs were going?
I don't remember seeing any. Let's go ahead and scroll down. You can see that bottom one there. Whistleblowers also say the organization deleted or otherwise manipulated documents related to
Which
the
I
That's-
mean, you got to cover your tracks.
That is so illegal.
Yeah, so that's the thing. The fact that they're even doing that, they know that what they just did was murder. So let's go ahead and scroll down. Here we go. So looks like this is probably close to the bottom here. The sharing network skipped hundreds of patients on the transplant wait list. So for all I know, they may have known some people and may have been playing favorites on who got the organs.
They could have.
Dozens of those patients later died.
Yep.
The group harvested organs without proper consent. It operated a fraudulent taxpayer-funded research program. So it's not just. Oh yeah, so
Oh man,
we
there's
may
a
have
lot of
I may
allegations
have
there.
accidentally not have marked it, but they claim to have harvested like it was 100 gallbladders or something in a single day. It was. They claim to have harvested 100 of a certain organ in a single day, and it's like it wasn't even possible. There it is, right there. 100 pancreas in a single day, allegedly processed for research. That's the research.
Thank you
fraud
for
they
your
committed
comments,
right there.
Kyle's dad. Sorry to interrupt
Oh.
you.
Leadership may have lied to Congress. They're already lying on their own documents. I'm pretty sure they freaking lied to Congress.
There's a
Well,
lot of
who
very-
doesn't lie to Congress when
Well-
they go? Okay, everybody knows anybody that's
I
had
served my
pneumonia
mission
viruses.
there, and I often refer to the DC South mission as the Pit of Vipers, because you're serving in an area where there is a lot of corruption around you. There's a lot of great people there, but there's so much corruption in the area just because you're right there by DC.
Mm-hmm.
And then staff worked under the, quote, culture of fear and retaliation.
And staff members are going to say that regardless if they were in on it or not. They got to cover their rear ends. So,
Dude, that's messed up. Man.
Yeah, it is. So let's keep scrolling down.
Whoa!
What are you seeing?
And another allegation: the group is accused of discarding 100. I can't even say that.
Pancreata?
Yeah, so that's
Pancreata.
Isn't that where what the baby is surrounded by?
That's the research fraud they committed.
What is that?
What is? Hold on.
What is that? Be careful with your Google search here.
What is it? The pancreata?
Yeah. What is
Probably
that?
the pancreas.
I'm working on it. Hold on.
We're gonna find out what this is. Because I know the sac that holds the baby is very, very valuable. Like the doctors don't like you keeping it, but for home births, those who do home births know how important it is.
So the pancreata is an organ located in the abdomen. It makes all the pancreatic juices.
Okay, so it's part of the pancreas.
Yes.
Okay, so I was right.
So they use it for research of what? Why are you getting rid of it to use it for research?
They claim to use it for research, but instead just threw it away. And so they got the money for it, but then they never spent that money on the research.
Gosh,
so the juices aid in digestion, and it produces several hormones, including insulin. So it could, if they were being legitimate with it, it could be going to diabetic research.
Yeah.
If they were actually using it,
If
it was
they were actually
for.
using it. Mm-hmm. So let's keep scrolling down. I think I marked some more, or highlighted some more stuff. Compliances is not optional. What was that? The OPO or any of its senior officials attempted to mislead Congress, destroy records, and obstruct our efforts to get to the truth. Subpoenas are on the table. Compliance is not optional.
Well,
so they've requested the organization to submit all their records pretty much to Congress for review in their investigation. And if they refuse, they're gonna send subpoenas, and if they don't comply with subpoenas, they're gonna be going to jail, basically.
This is in New Jersey, right?
This is in New Jersey, but the federal Congress is investigating
Yeah,
because they cover more states than that.
Okay, I just want to say how many horror stories I've heard come out of New Jersey of medical horror stories.
Well,
you look it up,
New Jersey is the trash state, so
it is ridiculous. So kind of creepy.
Yeah, there's refugees from New Jersey for sure. All right, so the Ways and Means Committee documented shocking allegations of cover-ups at the highest levels of the New Jersey sharing network, including the attempted harvesting of organs of patients that were still alive. And so that was kind of mentioned earlier. There's just another point stating the same thing. This is Congress. This is members of Congress recognizing what's happening and making statements about it, and talking about their investigation of it. So we can go ahead and scroll down.
So ideally, the way organ donation should work is once the patient has died on the operating table, that's when you open them up and start harvesting, because they have machines which President Nelson developed to keep your heart, lungs, and all other organs alive while the patient's dead.
Yeah, our own prophet helped actually do some of that. At least his intention obviously was for the right purposes. But that's the thing. It's like the internet. It's a tool, and it's used for good and for evil.
Exactly. Like I'm kind of on a weird end of this because my grandpa's in need of a kidney transplant right now. He went into full kidney failure. If he would have waited another day, he would have died.
Oof.
So that's really sad.
So he's been on dialysis now for 2 years this February, and it's
Christy. How long was your dad on dialysis?
7.
7. Mm-hmm. Normally, what I've seen with dialysis is either they end up living a long time on dialysis, or it kills them fast. And that was my grandpa Graff. Is he went on dialysis and it killed him fast. It just sucked everything out of him.
And the whole thing with the kidney transplant list is you can only be on dialysis for so long before you're ineligible for a transplant.
Yeah.
I think that.
Well, can't
I didn't know that.
they 3D printed a lung?
Kidneys are super complex. We don't have.
So we just haven't gotten to the point yet. Because
Yeah,
I was like,
we haven't
because
got that technology
we're
yet.
to the point where we're making some of these organs because
At least
isn't it your
artificial
lung
versions.
or your liver that you can cut a piece on and it grows?
Yeah, the liver is one of the regenerating organs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Is that they've found ways to grow certain
Well,
organs to
I say
transplant.
that. I gotta find the
They
article
can grow a
again.
human ear on a mouse's back.
See, I've heard of things
This
like that.
photo's weird looking, but they can do it.
I'd have to-
I mean, if it works, it works,
I gotta
man.
find the article again, but I think I saw something the other day that said that we could 3D print the human brain.
Yeah, but would it even be functional, though?
I mean, most Democrats have it, so.
You mean
Hey,
most of
wait a minute.
Congress?
It might actually even
Okay.
make them smarter if we,
All right,
we
look,
make them a
to be
brain.
fair, it wouldn't make a difference except for in 3 congressmen, pretty much, and that's basically Mike Lee, Thomas Massey, and Rand Paul. Anyone else, you put it in anyone else, the IQ probably would increase.
Yeah. So,
Dude, this is
This-
just sad.
this is horse crap. What's going on? Ideally, if you stuck to the Hippocratic Oath, it should be like once the patient dies, you get somebody's signature on it, and then you open them up.
Well, so like our Utah licenses.
So-
I forget if I'm a donor here.
In the
part of
state,
my voice.
I know I am.
in the state of Utah, if I remember correctly, your driver's license gives the permission, but if there's family members there, you got to have them sign off on it or give the verbal okay.
Nope,
Yeah.
I'm not a donor. I forgot when
Yeah, the
I.
driver's license kind of is like if no one is there to give consent, the driver's license is viewed as your consent if it says yes or no.
But that's also a catch-22 because there have been stories in the state of Utah where, like, EMTs find the driver's license. It has a heart with the Y on it. They'll tell the hospital, and the hospital will refuse care just to harvest the organs.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm.
That is actually why I switched mine to no. I remember because I had it yes, and
I
then
probably need to
the
switch
state
mine to no then.
the state lost my license, and when I went back up to the DMV to get the new one, they I was like, they're like, do you want to be a donor? I was like, no, sorry.
Can there be a third option of, like, a P of probable? Talk
Can
to
my
me
wife
first.
decide? Can my wife decide for me if I'm incoherent, if she wants to kill me or not? Just pull the plug, like, please.
Well, just
Well, if
put,
that's the case, if you want to live, just lower your life insurance plan.
just
Hey.
put P for probable. Talk to me
Hey.
first.
She won't get that far with it. It's only $36,000. Okay, you're not gonna get much. You're not gonna get much.
Gosh,
over
you could
it.
increase your life insurance.
No, don't do that.
With
No,
what
no,
money?
Never mind.
Okay.
If you want to live, don't increase the life insurance.
All right.
All right, let's get to the next article. We got another one here from Utah.
So we covered.
This is just a quick update on this.
Yep, we covered this topic. What's it been? A little over a month ago.
About.
I think it was like episode 4 or 5.
How we was complaining on like property tax hikes and how much BS that is.
Oh my goodness. So Dallin, thanks for your comment. He said he had a coworker that needed 2 new lungs and has been waiting 3 years.
Ooh.
He is now on meds that are... There's a stupid heart in the way on this stupid phone that are $9,000 a month just to keep the ones he has until he can have a
crap.
transplant.
Good
See,
grief.
that is not acceptable.
Oh.
The medical system here in America is messed up. It's all about money.
They're gonna nickel and dime you to death.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's the thing is
Like,
Our
these guys
medical
are nickeling
system-
and diming us to death on freaking property taxes.
our medical system had problems, but
Excuse
then
me.
Obamacare just made it worse.
Mm-hmm.
And so now with Obamacare, we're kind of in just a bucket full of crap where it's like you got the worst of the socialist style combined with the worst of the capitalist style. And it's just like, we need to just scrap the whole thing and start from scratch. Because we're at a point where a socialist system might actually be an improvement, which is actually kind of
That's
sad.
really sad.
But
I
at the
mean-
same time, if we just went in straight to capitalist, sure, some bad things would be amplified, but then it would still be better. Because right now, where we're at, it's in a terrible
My oldest
spot.
son, because we've had 2 of our kids at home, and then our first kid at the hospital, and like when we got the list, like how overpriced everything was, as like for Tylenol, for one Tylenol, it's like $5-6, and you're
So-
like, what the hell?
It's like a whole bottle at the store.
Yeah, I'm like, man, you got like cocaine in there? Like, you better be giving me some good stuff.
It
if
better
that's
be the
like,
best Tylenol
Yeah.
I've ever had.
My young one right now, You guys know what happened to him. I'm not going to cover it here.
Yeah.
The ultrasound to figure out what the devil was going on.
How much?
$800.
What the hell?
Yeah,
really?
That's absurd.
$800, and then
it's not even how much it is for frickin' pregnancy ultrasound.
Yeah, and then the what was an emergency one?
True, but
then,
that doesn't really justify.
Your
that
emergency should be covered by your insurance, which is one of the biggest scams in America.
We don't have a insurance. We do a mutual fund.
Okay.
Okay.
So, and that,
we're scrapping,
that's a whole.
We're scrapping our insurance because it's going up, and I haven't even changed anything on the plan. I'm just like, this isn't worth it.
Let me send you the info to what we do.
Everything's going up, and coverage is going down because they don't care. They just want money.
So let's let Logan finish, and we'll get to this next story.
So that was that. He was 3 days old when that happened, and then Primary Children's was like $2,500 just to go sit in a waiting room for 3 hours. So.
And yet, I know for a fact our nurses don't make enough money.
Yeah,
because I have a lot of I know friends.
They charge us. You think they could pay them more for goodness
sakes?
sakes.
I know nurses that actually love their job and what they are doing. They're legitly there to help people.
They've got to work 2 more jobs or work themselves like 80, 90-hour weeks to make.
If I'm paying $50 for a thing of Tylenol, I expect that money to go towards the nurse that's taking care of me while I'm at the hospital.
Yeah,
you know, when for my son's birth. They wouldn't even let me eat at the hospital. Oh. So I was standing on my feet. I forget. My wife may correct me, but it was 5 o'clock in the morning, I think, that we went in, or 1 or 2 in the morning, and it was all the way till 5 in the evening that we were there. All they let me have is soda out of the soda machine. So when she was giving birth, I'm already lightheaded. It's our first kid, so I have no clue what the hell's going on. Okay. So, and she's like, "Oh, are you okay?" I'm like, "No, I'm not okay. I haven't eaten anything, and I've had 32 Dr. Peppers. How do you think I feel, man? My heart's going
caffeinated and malnourished."
Yeah, like.
And then, sorry, I just remembered this when he was going off on that. The urologist that came in for 2 seconds to come and tell us that, like, he might need surgery in like 5-6 years, but we don't need one now. We don't need to do the surgery right now to fix what he's got going on. $1,200. To the University of Utah for him to come in and give us that 2-minute opinion.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. Well, you want to go ahead and...
It ties right into this, though. It ties right into this.
About a month and a half ago, we talked about property taxes throughout the state and how much they were hiking that up. Davis County, these bunch of pricks...
Dumbasses. Sorry, pardon my language. I didn't say that.
These pricks...
The pricks we need to kick against.
Proposed the 30% property tax increase... That was denied, and then they got a 15% property tax increase approved.
Hey, it's 14.9, okay? It's not 15.
I'm sorry. 9 is close to what number?
I know, I'm teasing you, because that's what they'll say.
Let's go ahead and scroll down.
That's legitly is, and here's the thing.
Did we forget how to round?
Here's the thing, it's such a joke. It's all for money.
Well, that's the thing is...
For what?
We can get into this in the article. They talk about it. You can see it there at the bottom, 30% and 14.9%. And it's ridiculous. So Davis County leaders in October proposed a property tax hike of up to 30% for 2026. That increase, according to the county commissioners, would have generated $12.68 million in efforts to offset inflation and address growing demand for services and pay increases for the county employees. That's one thing I want to focus on, what he just said right there, which is absolute hogwash.
So you're upping property taxes to account for inflation, you're only going to drive inflation up.
Well, here's the thing, though. The property values went up, and they reevaluate the properties all the time to then account for that property value going up and get more taxes out of you. So why would you need to increase the property tax to adjust for inflation when inflation is already driving that when you're evaluating the properties anyways?
Well,
it's a scam. They're getting the money anyways. They need to just shut up and actually start cutting all the bloat and the crap that they have in their own office, because they're not even providing the services they're saying they're providing anyway.
Well, if you read it, they said Commissioner Bob Stevenson said at a meeting in early November that county officials could get away with an increase of 9.9 that added will be more than healthy for at least the next 2 years before we would have to. So they don't have to increase this.
So the 14...
They don't have to.
Well, they don't have to go to the 14.9. They could go to the 9.9.
So,
but they shouldn't be doing it anyways. They should be cutting costs.
So
yes, they should be cutting
hiking
costs.
it up to 15. That means they're going to be good for 3-4 years. That's their justification.
Yeah, it's bullcrap.
So this is actually what got me in trouble.
The county assessor doesn't have to do his job again for 5 years.
Based on the housing market right now, because developers are not buying up land anymore for developing. That's pretty much gone kaput.
Good.
Which means very soon the entire housing market in Utah could completely crash. Because if they're not buying land, it's because they're expecting to not even be able to sell houses at all.
So my aunt, or my wife's aunt, just bought a house up in Elk Ridge. That house stood vacant for 1.5 years before it was bought. So you don't bullshit to me about how bad the housing market is there in Utah. Builders are building houses and nobody can fill them.
So this is actually what got me in trouble when I was running for city council.
Oh, really?
With people in the city. Is because calling them out, and also Matt, the guy that was running for mayor, is calling them out on their misuse of funds. And they were like, we need this, we need this, we need this. Like the pond restoration. Like, I'm all great for making the pond look better.
Wasn't it like 3 times the size when Salem was first founded?
Yes.
Holy crap.
And
they've shrunk.
Dude, they're just, in my opinion, they're butchering it. Personal opinion. But here's the deal is you have all this money going into that. And it's like, hey, why don't you go and do something else with it?
Here's an idea. Let's update our electrical grid.
Yeah, let's fix the electrical grid, because parts of Salem are still running off the old stuff. We live in a newer neighborhood, so we have new stuff.
And it's all, and a lot of it's underground.
And
here.
it's underground.
It's underground, like.
But here's the thing, and then the whole housing.
You can get into it. Don't worry.
No, you're good. I understand. There's a lot of stuff I don't understand with that, but I was like telling them, like, you don't need to be raising taxes. You're making more money than you ever have. Why don't you cut costs? Why are you spending money on this, going on? And it's like, we need it. No, you don't need it. You want it. You want the money. You want the pay increase for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And this is what I've said before, and it's really funny, because they'll get pissed off if they hear this. Absolute power does not corrupt absolutely. Absolute power brings out the corruption that was already inside of them.
Yeah.
It's like my dad always told me that, like, absolute power corrupts absolute, and I'm like, no, I don't think that. I think it brings out what was already in their character.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's what they are. That's the thing. Is they think they're good people, but then when they have that power, now they're just taking and taking and taking, and they're really not giving back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you also have people who legitly, so yes, the future mayor, if you ever see this, I really dislike you. You've been in the city for too long.
Is this the one that slighted your mom or something? Is that the one?
There's just issues with civil politics.
Yes, there's I will run again here, but
Fantastic.
you think you're helping. There's some people who legitly think they're helping people, when in fact they're screwing people over. But they're like, oh, I'm so nice. Like, listen, your property value is going up. That's a good thing for you. You can now sell your home. As all these.
And then they go reevaluate and take the taxes.
Yeah, and then you have these families. Logan can't even get a damn house, okay? We struggle to stay in. I struggle to stay in my house every freaking month because they keep jacking up taxes. And Salem was like, you should be happy. We didn't raise our taxes this year. And I'm like, ew.
On all of this.
Sorry, I can talk about this all night. You got me fired up over this.
You can talk on something forever once you're fired up. But there's actually, when we do, because our friend Michael wants to do the conspiracy theory night when we have him on the show. There's a conspiracy theory I want to really dig into and get the details on.
Which one?
Oh, it's the population of the world is fake.
Oh, I believe that one.
So I want to dig into that one in depth and go into that apparently the population is way lower than what it actually is, or way lower than what they say it is.
China's estimated population is only like 730 million right now.
Well, that's the thing. It's
actually been
officially on paper it's
lower.
like 1.6 billion.
Yeah.
But that doesn't make sense if they've had the one-child policy for as long as they've had.
Yep.
So then where's all the population coming from? So I
They
want
must
to dig
be
into
busy.
that.
They must be busy now.
So I really want to dig into that. But let's go ahead and scroll down. We'll finish
This
out
is
this
all
article.
just about money.
So back to the.
What's up, Sugar?
The one-child policy might have mainly only applied to the cities. The rural areas could get away with more kids.
No.
True.
Let the farmers have more kids because we need food.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big improvement on their farming policy since the time.
Communism doesn't believe in food.
Food.
What is food?
Food is a social construct.
Gonna reroute back here.
Oh, the sidetrackness we have here.
It's great. So
I identify as food positive.
We both look at. So,
Hey, I like food too.
Yeah,
you just burn it off a lot quicker than we do.
Hey, I've maintained 145 pounds now for 2 months. That's a good thing,
That's
okay?
my left leg.
Shut up!
I haven't been that big since like 6th grade.
Go ahead.
Yes,
Logan.
my wife can pick me up and throw me across her shoulder like nothing. She can pick me up like a football, okay?
So, the U.S. tax code, the way we know it today, was developed to fund World War I.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a temporary thing.
Yeah,
to fund,
the income
to
tax
fund the
that
war.
we have and all that.
Well, income tax, property tax was to fund World War II. Sales tax.
No, they got rid of income tax and brought it back for
Yep.
World War II as well.
Mm-hmm. But
So it was both
never,
of them.
It never went away.
After World War II, it never went.
I'm
Yeah,
saying,
because
like-
they're filthy sinners and pieces of crap. But yeah, continue.
So that's all I'm getting at is a lot of these taxes that we know today were to fund the wars.
Wait. What was the generation before the Greatest Generation, the one that fought World War II? Silent Gen was after them.
No, Silent Gen was before.
No, it wasn't before.
Silent Gen was
You got an iPad right there,
I know.
bro.
We'll look it up.
Use
It might. We'll have to see because they might be one of the worst generations on Earth. What's
my
up, Ben?
dad was the silent generation.
Your
I said
grandpa.
44. My dad.
Yeah, your dad. That's what I thought. Your dad was silent. By
Hey,
the way,
hey,
if
we
you
got a
want to know,
question here.
my wife's dad is
Who
way
is
older
this?
when she had when
Check
they
out
had
this
her.
comment.
So
We
what is
should,
it?
The Lost Generation is the one before the greatest.
lots of things, I'll tell you that. Do you want us to really get into this? It could really sidetrack the show.
You know, he really has done a lot of things. The problem is, and this was
I think he wants specifics, whoever this is.
We can get, if you want to get into specifics, but the problem we have seen right now is actually the problem I was worried about before
What?
Trump got into office. The economy, how it's like, it seems stagnant. It doesn't seem like it's really improving that much.
This seems like a troll account.
It probably is, but who cares?
Bug
But
out.
the
But-
problem,
yeah,
though, let me explain. I was for what, frickin' nearly 100 years now, ever since the Federal Reserve basically took control. We've been working and building up towards a major economic collapse. And Rand Paul has been sounding the alarm on this. His dad, Ron Paul, was sounding the alarm on this. Thomas Massey has been sounding the alarm on this. And the type of collapse we're coming up on is the kind of collapse that destroyed Rome and got rid of indoor plumbing in Europe with the collapse of Rome. We're looking at a collapse that will delete technology from modern day. And the thing is, the thing I've been worried about is even in the first Trump administration, I was worried that we might be too far along for him to reverse it. And he is trying to reverse it, and he is having some success where we're getting some reshoring of manufacturing, some of these automobile companies bringing stuff back into the U.S. and whatnot. But it might be too far gone. That no matter what party's in office, it might happen no matter who does. If anyone has a solution, it might just be too late. We might be the trigger may have already been pulled and the firing pin's just still moving towards the frickin' primer.
I'd rather have it happen my day than my kids, because at least then I can try to take care of my kids.
It's better for the fathers to fight than the children to suffer later on.
Yeah. So
to answer your question about who came before the greatest generation, they're known as the lost generation.
yes, that's right. They're the ones who died with the Spanish flu and also World War I casualties.
And then before them was the missionary generation.
The missionary generation.
Mm-hmm. So the lost generation was born between 1901 to 1927.
When did the missionary generation pass away?
That's when they were born 1860 to 1882.
So they were the generation.
You're making me laugh,
power.
dude.
They were probably the generation.
I think you need
power.
to pull your head out of your butt.
During the World War II and World War I kind of time frame.
Mm-hmm.
And so they are the ones who really kind of screwed us with the property tax and income tax stuff.
Yes.
What is he saying?
He says, let's see, he says, sounds like you're talking out of your double S.
Okay, that's cute.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably a troll account. But honestly, if you can't see what he's tried to do for the country, I mean, look at what he just signed just yesterday. We can now have cheaper automobiles in America. And he's planning to end federal income tax as of next year.
Well, when it comes to the immigration issue, for example, it's kind of a two-edged sword because we can't be having people flooding into our country illegally and taking all these benefits. Look at what happened with the Michigan, was it, or was it Minnesota? Minnesota, I think, with the Somalis there. All that fraud that's happened, billions of dollars going overseas, and Al-Shabaab was one taking cuts, and so he's working on getting all these people who don't have the intention of actually helping us out of this country and all the illegals out of this country. Are there people who are being caught up in it that probably shouldn't be?
Yes.
Yes, that's obvious. But the problem, though, is the system's just been neglected for so long. We're going to have to just do a massive reset. And I hope that in those cases we can kind of come to a reconciliation. We can get them back in the U.S. because they're people who want to be here.
He said everyone who... So, in these big scoops that he has talked about, everyone who is accidentally shipped out will be allowed back in.
Okay.
But it's just, we've let it go for so long that it's just... It's a crapshoot no matter what happens, and it's super sad. But the thing about illegal immigration people don't understand is that, listen, these people are coming in and taking money and sending it out of the country. It's not staying in the country.
They also don't share our values in many cases.
And they do not share our values. They are destroying...
Which is ironic because it's like you keep wanting these people over, and what is it? They're immigrants from Somalia who do not believe in democracy, please. When Ilhan Omar is up there talking about our democracy, she does not give two craps about democracy.
Did you read that article?
Well, she did marry her brother to help commit immigration fraud.
She did.
So,
Gay.
Hey, she's got more in common with the royal family than I do.
So should we kind of...
Well, let me get to the double-edged side. So it's a catch-22. It's like we got to get them out, but then at the same time, I do understand what the Democrat strategy was because we have collapsing population growth. And if we don't solve that, we're going to be facing a serious economic crisis. And so the Democrat approach...
Like Japan?
Yes, exactly like Japan.
Exactly
and the Democrat approach...
South Korea
too,
yeah. The Democrat approach was like, well, let's stymie off the artery that's bleeding on population growth by flooding in with immigrants, because then at least we have population growth. Because if we don't have growth, we have shrinkage, and if we have shrinkage, it's going to be a whole kind of economic collapse we're not prepared for. So I understand the Democrat idea of, hey, let's do this because it could stop this. But here's the problem. None of these people really share our values, and so our country will not look the same. You will not have freedom of speech. You will not have freedom of religion. You will not have the freedoms that we have here now, because the government can only enforce what the culture protects. And when the culture changes, because now Minnesota has areas that's majority Somalia, they're no longer going to be an American culture. They're going to be a Somali culture.
You can't pray. It's getting like Europe over there.
Yeah.
In our own America.
So it's like it's a catch-22. We're screwed either way, and it's a scenario where we're just going to have to accept the consequences coming regardless of what happens.
To put it in a pop culture reference, the Shire's population is dwindling. Should the hobbits get busy, or should we start importing goblins?
Yeah, seriously.
Or what the army of Sauron? Should we start importing the? Go away, Siri. Should we start?
No one loves you.
Should we start?
Go away.
Should we start importing the army of Sauron, or should the hobbits get busy again?
Yeah, seriously. You don't want to import people who hate you to try and do this.
Is he at it again?
I heard you ran for city council and lost. Was it rigged?
I will not get into that because
we're just gonna.
All governments.
If he wants to
corrupt.
start arguing semantics, we'll do that another day. You stay tuned. We're gonna go over
Let's get over
to the Associated Press or whatever.
I'll get into that a different day.
I think we spent enough time on the taxes on this because in general,
taxes suck and they're pointless.
Well, it's the tax increase to compensate for inflation doesn't make sense because if inflation's driving up the prices of houses, then the taxes should already be going up.
This is how they justify
the percentage is the same.
This is how they justify it. They say it's only a $4 monthly increase.
Oh yeah,
it's only $4.
Increase. Yeah,
I'm
sure.
sorry, that $4
when you're already struggling makes a big difference.
That's a gallon of gas here. Okay.
No, actually, it's more than a gallon of gas.
It's $2.85 right now.
And
so I can get a gallon and a half.
If
okay.
you want positive that Trump has done for the country, gas is on the decline. I am confused why diesel is still going up, but gas is on the decline.
Because remember, diesel
gas and diesel will affect everything because that's just how we ship most of our goods. Even the railways, it's diesel.
We had this talk last time. Remember. The environmentalists think diesel's bad for everything. They don't understand. They don't understand that it comes before gasoline.
I'll actually wait until their predictions are right to take them seriously. So let's go ahead and hit up the next article. Let's get off of the taxes. And hit up...
Let's go on to a happier subject, guys.
Let's hit up some freaking awesome news. Detroit finally has Robocop.
Robocop is protecting the city of Detroit once again.
Let's go ahead and get into the article.
Such a great show.
It is. Let's get into the article, though, because it's interesting, the story behind this statue.
I like the new one.
New one was,
Scroll on down. Logan, do you want to take over for the most part?
Yeah, pretty much what happened. I'm
wondering if this is a real person.
I'm sorry, babe. I don't have any highlights on this for some reason. So apparently it took 15 years for this to get into place.
We'll brush over this super quick, where it's kind of not Utah news, but...
It's still cool. Okay, I want a giant freaking Robocop statue.
11-foot statue, weighing in about 3,500 pounds. Took 15 years to get.
Well, that does make sense.
The thing is with fuel. Sorry, he's commenting about fuel prices. Again, There's many factors that impact fuel prices, and it's like there are winter blends. There is also a decrease in usage, but at the same time we also have an increase in supply because the oil companies are able to drill more. There's more exploring going on under Trump. There's more areas being opened up for oil drilling under Trump, and current gas prices are also affected by futures on oil. Mm-hmm. And so when they know that an area is being opened up for oil, that it may be like 10, 15 years before they actually start drilling. But that supply that's coming in, that at least on paper, and so that does actually affect prices.
All right, Isn't that pipeline in?
Which one?
Keystone XL?
Yeah,
I haven't actually. I need to look it up. I haven't heard any news on it.
We want to get into crude oil. Friggin' all right. 35% of a barrel only goes into fuel and gasoline. Mm-hmm. Like diesel and gasoline. The rest of it goes into cosmetic products, styrofoam, and a bunch of other shit.
So if you're using cosmetics...
This is coming from somebody who works with this type of stuff, so he kind of knows what he's talking about.
The less and less gasoline costs the consumer, the more and more products you're going to get via styrofoam, plastics, cosmetics, and all that other stuff. That then drives those prices down because there's more oil to make those products. There's more product to consume. Therefore, the demand goes down, supply goes up. If you know how economic graph goes up.
Demand effectively would stay the same, but the supply goes up, so the prices drop on it.
Exactly. If you know how a supply and demand chart goes, the more demand there is and the less supply, the prices are going to increase. The more supply and less demand, the prices go down so you can sell your damn product. So,
Logan.
Being able
In case
to,
you didn't know, that's Logan getting passionate.
I have rarely ever seen him like this, so this is great. This is making my night.
Don't tell me Joe Biden was a good president because he shut down all drilling and exploration of oil. Therefore,
and that does affect fuel prices.
That affected fuel prices. That affected food prices. That affected
it's all connected.
Plastics.
Yeah.
That affected my line of work in the metallurgy business, with more crude oil and all that exploration, natural gas, propane, helium, crude oil, all that, being able to drill, tap, and explore more, those prices go down, employing more people and making it so people can live on
and
the
the
day-to-day.
thing to note, too, like, he isn't wrong that these factors of the time of year and whatnot do affect prices.
They do.
He is right. The problem, though, is it's lower now than what it was same time last year.
It's been lower now than it has in the last 4 years.
So that's
tell me what the
the
common
kicker,
factor in that is.
Is you can say it's these factors, and those factors do apply. They do affect it. But it's not the only thing. So let's go ahead. Let's continue.
I'm sorry.
What?
This is just great.
No, what's this dumbass saying now? Good hell, he's got my nerve.
Thank you.
Well, you know what? Your son has a mental disease. I'm sorry. I'm just going to say it. Your last comment, like...
Let me read these.
He said, Trump destroyed my family because my son identifies as a furry. Well, I'm sorry.
You mean a faggot? I mean,
so,
like, listen here.
I'll stop you right there, Kyle. Like...
That's a little far, and what I said, I apologize. That was a little rude, but...
Was it, though?
No, I do not agree with it, but that is a little rude. That is against what I believe.
Like the
whole
whole
is also against what I believe. Committing child abuse by allowing your children to do this stuff and supporting them in doing that stuff.
Like,
you're abusing your child.
I get that. Like, the whole language, like, rules for thee and not for me mindset also applies into all this as well. People can do and believe whatever they want according to the First Amendment. Like, that's their God-given right. However they choose to use that is up to them. So I'll respect you for however you want to use that. Just do not abuse a child in any way, shape, or form. Trump did not destroy your child's mental health. You as a parent did that for your piss poor parenting.
Yep.
So don't go blaming your parenting skills or your personal beliefs onto a political figure. That is an scapegoat, and that's
what we call TDS, Trump Derangement Syndrome.
That is an avoidance of responsibility. And shame on you if you're avoiding that responsibility.
You can't put something on Trump when clearly it was your fault, because it's your job as the parent to help ensure your child's mental fortitude.
I'm sorry, I have not got this pissed in a while.
I have not gotten this
Can we take a second here?
Either,
I want to take a second here, and I want to thank you, because I really enjoyed seeing Logan passionate. So thank you for commenting. That was entertaining.
So let's go back to...
So this statue, let's get back to Detroit Robocop.
1 second. No. Even though we do not agree here, okay, hey, listen.
I know, you're good. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm a nice guy, okay? I legitly am trying to be nice. Even though we don't agree, thanks for listening. But, like Logan was saying, you can't blame the actions of, like, the failure of your actions on somebody who has never met you, okay? If you want to listen to Trump, you can listen to Trump. It's exactly like you can listen to us, and if you don't want to listen to us, you don't freaking have to listen to us. You have your own opinions, your own things. But we're just gonna keep going.
Well, here's the thing, though,
it's just like, chill the fuck out and, like, take a step back and rethink your life. Okay, we're done. We're going to end it. And
federal level politics is actually going to affect your life a lot less than your local politics.
I think this is a troll, because now it's completely...
Is this a bot? Do we got a bot in the chat?
It might be a bot in the chat.
Well, good. Bot freaking pissed me off.
I want to see that last one. Come on.
He's talking about a football game now.
While you do that, Kyle, Robocop over here.
Funny. So Robocop took 15 years to get him actually placed. He was made 15 years ago, or at least he was started being made 15 years ago.
The commission started 15 years ago.
The commission started 15 years ago. He was made, and he's been sitting, like, basically kind of in storage for a while. So it took it really a lot of it was it's like some people wanted it, some people didn't, and so it just kind of got sidelined and put away, and now he finally has a home.
Mm-hmm.
And part of it was also this grocery store or just this store right here where this is at where it's placed. They offered up the place for it to have the home.
Let's see.
So,
but the Detroiters ran with the idea of crowdfunding it through the 2012 Kickstarter campaign that raised over $67,000 from more than 2,700 backers worldwide, and the Detroit sculptor, whatever the hell, finished the statue in 2017. So it took them 5 years to make it. It's been sitting in storage for about 8 years.
Mm-hmm. The whole process, like 15 years, pretty much.
Mm-hmm.
When hey, it finally has a home, we can now go and see.
I'm good. I just need
We can now go and see Robocop.
I'm pretty sure it's a bot because he's now talking about football.
We can now go see Robocop.
Football's a overrated sport. Don't get me started on that.
So
I only really ever watch it during the Super Bowl, and that's it.
Well, thank you guys
for. I've kind of fallen off of it.
Thank you guys for listening to my TED Talk about friggin' oil.
Thank you for entertaining me for this evening.
Anyways,
get Logan to race.
Anyway,
Robocop is now protecting the streets of Detroit like he did back in '85. Let's go to Deseret News
probably did
here.
a better job in '85, though. I mean, he's now just a statue.
Oh, he's striking fear into the hearts and minds.
Okay, this topic I agree, like full-heartedly on. I hate this. We've brought this up before. We talked about this topic in a couple episodes back about the congressional map that is being decided. I'm sorry. I don't want my laws made by St. George. It's a bunch of old people that are communists and from California.
Well, what's funny, though, is St. George is more conservative than frickin'
I wouldn't call him
Cedar City?
No,
I was gonna say than like Salt Lake, for example.
Yeah. I would.
True, but
and they actually still swing red in St. George too.
They still do.
A lot of retirees, older people that typically are swinging right.
Okay, every time I've gone down there though, I've seen more and more and more and more California plates.
And it's probably the hippies from Cali.
So
they could also be tourists because St. George is not a bad place, and they've got
they have a couple. Zion's National Park is right there.
I still don't want to be governed.
So.
I still don't want to be governed by St. George.
So
no, I get it, but
I don't either. So being able to do the congressional maps on the voter rather than the judges, to me, is
if
better.
It's the same person, just let's say thank you for driving our engagement because it only helps our channel.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go ahead and
it's somebody we know, actually.
Oh, really? Even better. Because that means they're just screwing with us, and I love it.
All right.
All right, so
let's put
here's the
chat
poll.
away
So
for
here's
a
the
minute.
poll.
No,
so
it's
new
entertaining.
poll. This poll was done. New poll finds that majority of Utah voters want independent body to advise on redistricting. Voters don't want judges or the legislator acting alone to have authority over new maps. Advocates and critics of Proposition 4 interpreted the bill in opposite ways to support their cause. This guy, scroll up just a hair. There's the guy's face there. That guy.
Brigham.
Yep.
Tomko.
He is fantastic. He did a really good job on this article. You look at his key points. He did a very good job of being pretty much unbiased, and I do agree with him. Both the left and the right on this this poll that was done were reporting on it in a way that supported their position. Because both, like you look at how many, the percentage of people that wanted either the judge or the frickin' House or state legislator to act independently on it, it was dang low. No one wants the legislator acting independently on it. But they really don't want a judge. It was like only 8% support for this frickin' judge.
Both sides of the parties
Which
don't
also
want
means this was a very dangerous case for this judge, because coming up this next election, if they're up to for possible ejection, they could end up getting ejected because of this issue.
Are judges on 2 or 4 year cycles?
I think it's 4-year cycles.
Are they?
I can't remember. It might be 2, but I think it's 4. Wait, when we have Brandon in for an interview, he'll be able to tell us and set us straight. He knows a lot more on Utah politics. But in general, though, it's overwhelmingly people 3 years. Okay, so people generally do not want, do want them to work with the commission. The commission is more of an advisory forum for them. And so they don't have to follow it, but it's not a bad idea to follow it. And so that's pretty much the gist of this article. Is in general, Utahns want the legislator to be in charge, but have the commission involved in the process for the most part. They basically just want the system we have now, but basically just repeal the part of Prop 4 that even gives judges any authority. And I think, here's the thing, I don't think that should be fully repealed. I think what they need to do is amend it that judges can block the implementation of a map, but they cannot enforce the
implication of it.
Implication of a specific map.
So are we? So is redistricting? So this is a question. Is this treated like a bill? Right, it goes through legislation. It's then signed by the governor and then checked over by the judicial.
Actually, I don't think it's signed by the governor. Because under the U.S. Constitution, well, it might be signed by the governor. That depends on the Utah Constitution. We can ask Brandon about that whenever we have on.
Google it.
Because under the U.S. Constitution, sole authority is given to the legislator, not to the governor. So only legislator has authority over elections. So lots of those bills don't actually need to be signed by the governor. But many states do have their own, because the legislators set up a process that does include the governor in some cases. And our state might, I can't remember. So it depends. But Prop 4, though, it's actually, Prop 4 is really not bad. I'm not against Proposition 4. It's just maybe we need to revise that part about judges and parties being able to sue over a map. Just revise it that they can stop a map from being implemented, but they can't, like what this judge did, went and said this map is going to be used. It's like, no, that judge should not have that authority.
Yeah.
Period.
So
that's pretty much the gist of this article. We really don't even need to go into it.
On to the next one, guys.
Yeah, let's head over to the next article on this.
We're an hour in and only 6 articles deep.
We need to powerhouse this. So
we missed this one last week. That's
we missed. Was it last week or the week before?
It was last week.
It was last week. So that was my bad. I failed to make sure it got on our roster to talk about. And in a completely unrelated thing to this is when I learned that we need to start tracking wood chipper per capita statistics.
Hold on.
Completely unrelated.
I'm going to pause that real quick. Is this the school they filmed High School Musical in?
Is that East High or West High?
West High.
Think so.
Yeah, this is the school they filmed High School Musical in.
No, that's East. This is West High. There is actually an East High up there, and that's the school.
I saw the West in
I
this
know
picture.
one of the guys on my mission, his dad, the house he grew up in was used for the show, so his bedroom was Zac Efron's bedroom in the High School Musical.
Huh.
Yeah, I know, right? Kind of funny. So, let's go ahead. I don't think I got a chance to actually go through this and make highlights. So this is an old case from not too long ago. It's a little while back, but now he has been finally convicted of the sexual assault.
I'm pretty sure it's
it was forcible.
Probably.
Whatever. It was forcible, and then it basically went on. From what I understand, it went on until they became an adult. And then once they were an adult, that's when this whole process started.
Okay.
So that's my bad. We're going to skip past this for now, but... Oh, no, I did actually go through a mark. So there we go. Abusing a 17-year-old student in his classroom and home. Rhett Nelly, or whatever his name is, I don't really give a crap about him, was found guilty on 7 counts of sex-related crimes.
We don't like sex offenders.
No. Nope. We have way too many red dots on the map in Utah.
Oh, dude, you can look it up.
I know.
It's creepy.
This pattern of this pattern of abuse lasted for over a year before she turned 18 years old. 3 counts of first-degree felony object rape. That's
grape.
Grape.
You can't say that word on.
Oh, we're not allowed to say that word on YouTube.
Nope.
Oh yeah, we'll get banned for that.
Yes. Well, no, we'll just get to say, "Hey, you shouldn't be saying that," kind of thing, and our video will just kind of get shadowed a little bit.
Yeah. So
we're already shadowed.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah,
YouTube sucks.
That's our bad for missing this article last week. Creepy teacher. We should be tracking wood chippers per household.
Pretty much. That's the takeaway. in an unrelated to this, is that we should be tracking the wood chippers per capita amongst in the country, just for informational purposes only. So let's get to the next article.
Yeah,
let's get away from the creeper teacher.
Oh yeah. Oh yes. Freaking justice is going on.
You want to go ahead and take that away, Logan?
Oh, what is his name? Apu? Ahu?
Alu is the last name of the guy who was killed.
Yeah.
So we talked about this article
way
3
back.
or 4 months ago.
That was one of my first ones here
Not
in studio.
4 months
Yeah,
ago,
June.
but way back though.
Mm-hmm.
It happened back in June.
Mm-hmm.
So, a little bit of backstory. This guy that's being charged for manslaughter pulled a gun on a guy that had an AR-15 at low ready, if I remember right.
Mm-hmm.
Fired 3-4 shots, striking the guy that has the AR-15, and then shooting past him and striking and killing a man in the back.
Yep. So he shot Gamboa, who was the guy with the AR. And I won't deny it's sketchy. Like I can understand why they were concerned about him assembling an AR behind a wall.
What was our math on it? 15 yards ish.
Roughly, it was about. No, I think actually when I rewatched it, it looked a little closer, but still though.
10 to 15.
Yeah. So I get why he was nervous about Gamboa.
Yes, but it doesn't mean you shoot.
But that's the thing, though. Let's scroll down through the article. We'll actually see some of my highlights on this.
Did you see that? The mayor of Green River was killed today.
Oh, yikes.
Really?
On a head-on crash right there.
Oh, jeez.
That's sad.
That's sad.
Let's go ahead and keep scrolling down, babe.
So he's been...
There's the key takeaways.
Good.
Matt Alder, age 43, faces manslaughter charges accusing him of shooting and killing a bystander during the June 14 No Kings protest up in Salt Lake City. He's been avoiding that for how long now?
A while.
Yeah. They weren't going to charge him for...
Well, it looks like they're letting somebody else go.
Yeah, Gamboa. That's the guy. They have announced that no charges are going to be filed against him because he was not doing anything wrong.
He was the one that was open and carrying in public.
Oh,
he was the guy open carrying
legal
the
here in
AR-15.
the state are.
Well, here's the
State of
thing:
Utah.
is police, when they continued to review the footage, they determined that they could not see a magazine loaded into the gun, and they found 3 magazines on him.
But none inside.
But they never confirmed whether or not there was one in the gun when they actually arrested him. So I assume that I can only assume that when they got there to him, if there was a magazine in the gun, he had already dropped it. But then they couldn't find any example of a magazine in the video being in the gun either.
Pretty much just disengaged, so it's useless.
Here's the thing: this Gamboa guy, is kind of an Antifa guy, but what he was doing is not unheard of at these left-wing protests, where some of these Antifa guys will bring weapons just as a deterrent, and it is effective. We know that just having a weapon as a visual, and you don't even intend to use it, it is a deterrent.
Yeah.
And so he wasn't doing anything legally wrong at all, and that's the beauty of our laws here in Utah when it comes to guns.
Alpha. That was the name I was trying to look for. Alpha's the guy who was shot and killed.
Alpha Alu is the guy who was shot, 39 years old. Let's go ahead and scroll down.
So, pretty much what we just said. Guy carrying an AR-15 in public, not doing anything. Mm-hmm. Freaking Alder pulls a gun, shoots at freaking Gumbo and Alpha. And then...
Let's go ahead and keep scrolling down. There's a quote in here I believe I highlighted.
Is there any other new stuff?
No, I just wanted to, the guy's been charged,
down,
so that's good.
Keep scrolling down. Go ahead and
Wait a minute. Matt wasn't even a safety guy?
No, he was. He was part of the safety team. He was part of those peacekeepers that was with the No Kings organizers. I can't seem to notice it, but I believe I had highlighted a spot in here where the guy who was with him, he chose, he's like, I'm not going to shoot because I'm responsible for all those bullets, and he didn't feel comfortable shooting at Gamboa at the range they were at. Mm-hmm. And so this guy, Matt, whatever his name is, he's screwed. on this, because they already have the guy who was with him being like, I didn't feel comfortable taking that shot.
Do they have the charges? Because there's got to be
Yeah,
a
keep
rack
scrolling
of
down. There are charges that are announced.
Because we
Keep
kind of
scrolling down.
we sat here and kind of thought about all the charges that could be placed on him.
Keep going, Christy. It's probably near the bottom. I believe I had highlighted it.
We kind of sat here and it's like, all right, there's manslaughter for
going.
sure, potential
Just keep going until you find the charges. That video that was there was one of the lawyers for the Alu family.
Nope, not there.
No, did
They
I
were
not
up
get them?
top.
Were they up at top? Oh,
Manslaughter.
Yeah. So I did highlight them, but they were up at
It's
top.
up top.
No.
So like when we talked
This
about
is manslaughter charge. A manslaughter
A
charge.
manslaughter charge. I know
So-
there's more charges than just a manslaughter charge.
I was gonna say when we first talked about this, there was a potential
Second degree felony.
I did highlight a list there.
So second degree felony for manslaughter. Then you got reckless endangerment of freaking Gumbo. You got reckless endangerment.
Gumbo.
You got reckless endangerment for the entire crowd that they get
Gumbo's a
stacked
good
on
fish.
him. But yeah,
And they could charge, reckless endangerment for each individual person that was there in the background too. And so you've got theoretically just a
Thousands.
lot of charges
thousands of
that could
charges
be
there.
arrested against him. So
So
we'll see
Yeah,
what
we
happens.
just wanted to bring
Yeah, well, we wanted to bring that back to.
But we can go ahead. The
Finally
next
getting
article
justice.
is connected to it. We
This,
can just go ahead
this
and
next
skip.
one's a funny one.
Oh, never mind. I think I got rid of it already. So this one is hilarious.
So cockfighting.
Oh my gosh. Ugh.
The Provo high schoolers found out what cockfighting was.
Was it high schoolers?
That's the article I saw. A bunch
Holy
of high
crap.
schoolers, because this was.
I read through it. I guess I missed that it was high schoolers. 17 people arrested after Provo police find evidence of organized cockfighting event.
So-
Honestly, I'm going to be honest with you. If it's high schoolers, I'm really surprised that they got the chicken cockfighting as the right one when they talk about cockfighting.
So, the article I read, who knows if it was
Let's scroll down, babe.
who knows if it was the right one or not. Apparently, these were all high schoolers,
Gosh.
and they was found in a Provo high school.
Oh.
But that could be completely wrong.
I don't think it was found in a Provo high school. It wasn't in a high school when they found it, but it could have been high schoolers involved. More than a dozen people were arrested after police found over 50 dead roosters, hundreds of living chickens, scorecards, and trophies on a property in Utah County.
Can I tell you guys how wild a chicken fight is?
Is it? Oh, that's right, because you served in the Dominican Republic, huh?
Oh yeah, people. The people that were like heavily involved in chicken fights, like they had farms of like 20 roosters that they would tie to a leash on a stake and just keep them out. And then they'd have like a stick that was like 3 foot long with feathers on the end, and they just go up there and start beating the rooster with it. And the rooster would just get super, super aggressive towards this feathery ball. And that's how they would train it. But they would strap razor blades to their
Oh my
feet.
gosh.
Yeah, like they have the spurs and stuff. They attach to them and razor blades.
Not just the spurs on the back end that roosters naturally have.
Yeah.
They would legitly put like shaving razor blades, the 5-cent ones. They would attach it to the foot at a young age, and the foot would grow around it.
Holy shit.
So
Sorry.
it was
My language,
gnarly.
but gosh.
But we may or may not have like stood in the background of some and just watched for a minute.
Gosh, wow.
The rooster that won, it was like they're king of the hill fights.
Yeah.
So whichever one lasts the longest is the winner at the end of the day.
Oh, so they throw a whole bunch of them in at the same time, not just
it's
one-on-one.
It's one-on-one.
Okay, it is one-on-one.
But the victor keeps fighting.
Oh, okay. Gosh.
So, like, a rooster dies, they'll go into the ring, pick it up by its feet, and just chuck it out of the circle and throw the next one in.
Gosh.
It's messed up.
It is gnarly stuff.
Wow.
But I don't know if they got quite...
So, officers got a warrant and flew a drone over the property, which allegedly captured several people loading cages in and out of vehicles. Scroll down. Police said there were 363 living roosters at the site, with over 56 dead ones found in garbage bags and bins. 363 living. There's...
One a day.
Oh my one a day, one fight a day?
One a day. Mine
You
is
could.
Christmas and Thanksgiving.
Oh. At least they take give the roosters 2 vacations.
So, sorry, tangent off the story I just told. There were some people that hated the missionaries enough. They would train the roosters to attack the missionaries.
Holy crap.
There was one in one of my areas that we'd have to go and like knock on that door just to talk to the member because it was our ward mission leader.
Okay.
His neighbor, who lived in front of him, and they shared an alleyway, hated missionaries. So there was that one rooster that whenever they saw a white shirt and tie, would attack.
Oh my gosh.
That's funny.
That's
mean.
It was one of the ones with the razor blades ingrown in the talons.
Oh.
So it was like...
Did you learn how to do a football punt?
So it learned. So the first 2 or 3 elders that went through there that were American did that. So it learned to jump 10 feet in front of you and like jump at you. So you had to sprint.
Well, I guess that's when you get the missionaries who played baseball.
So it was like,
I mean, that's the thing.
it was
You
aerial
don't
attack.
give animals enough credit for how intelligent they can be.
Oh yeah,
So-
it was terrifying. But
Yeah.
anyways, cockfighting.
So, an adjacent room had several bottles of liquid with needles in them that were used to make the roosters more aggressive.
Yep.
In the vehicle
They stopped
were-
a vehicle.
Yeah, they stopped the vehicle.
So
sorry, but
there was a
Yeah.
couple people.
in the vehicle that they had stopped, they found razor claws
Mm-hmm.
for the roosters, more aggression, inducing drugs, and 2 roosters in a box. Go ahead and keep scrolling down.
I want to say they're TRT shots.
Are they just TRT shots?
Like or something similar to
Similar
that.
to it. While 17 people were arrested, officials were told that there were 50 to 100 people present who fled the scene as police arrived.
I mean, if you're all like, I'm not condoning this by any means, but it's 100 people. If we're all in it, they can't arrest all of us.
Oh my gosh.
Don't run.
Yeah. Oh man.
So
let's keep scrolling down. This is a crazy story. Apparently this address has had issues with cockfighting in the past too.
I'm surprised it's not dogfighting.
I was going to say, dogfighting was more popular on my mission.
Mm-hmm.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People, I don't...
Backstabbing was more common in my mission.
I love pit bulls. Everyone hates pit bulls.
I love pit bulls.
Pit bulls are some of the nicest dogs on the planet.
They were bred to be nannies.
Yeah.
Well, the thing
And
is with
people would abuse them out there, and that's where they get the bad name.
Well, the problem with all dogs in general is they are still animals. They still have their natural
yeah.
instincts, and you have to treat them like that. You have to train them. You have to maintain that training. You have to. They have needs as well, needs for attention and whatnot. You have to make sure they get that. They have
look at
needs
your
for
dog.
exercise. That freaking dog acts like he is fully neglected and we never give him any attention.
So
My goodness, but no, he gets the attention he needs. He does. Gosh dang it, he is so freaking needy.
So pit bulls and Rottweilers were bred to be nannies.
Mhm.
That is genetically bred into them. They are some of the nicest dogs. It's
They-
once you start neglecting them,
Or abusing.
it's like a kid. Once a kid finds a sour taste, they're gonna like go full bore into that, and it's hard to get them off.
Yeah, so especially, let's see.
You're good.
All suspects are facing charges of game foul fighting, a Class B misdemeanor.
yes, sweet.
7 of the arrestees are also
win the lottery?
facing charges
No, I'll get
for
into it here in a second.
aggravated cruelty in an aggravated cruelty to an animal, a Class A misdemeanor. So what was it? You wanted to get into it?
He's driving our numbers up. We're just
Yeah,
gonna let him.
heck yeah. Let's just drive
So-
up that engagement. It's even better for us.
It's completely separate from this, but I just got the notification.
Well, we're going to
What?
switch over to the next article after you do this. What is
Okay.
it?
So right now it's rodeo week in Vegas. It's the National Finals Rodeo. I love the road. I love watching the NFR and everything. In the city of Goshen, we have an NFR contestant right now. When he went into it, he was sitting number 5 in the world
Wow.
in earnings. His name's Hayes Waite. I've met him. Love the guy. My in-laws are really good friends with his parents. This is his third year going to the NFR. Every time he gets to the NFR, he cannot ride worth crap.
What?
Yeah.
So like he performs really well, and then he hits the NFR.
Yeah, it's the NFR jitters.
Okay.
Like his first year he went, he only rode 2 out of the 10 days. Last year he rode 3 out of the 10 days. Today is day 3. He rode for the first time in these 3 days. So I just said
he's riding now, and you're excited.
I'm excited.
You don't want to be here. You want to be watching the rodeo.
I'll go back and watch it tomorrow.
I see you wearing your area.
That's why I'm all decked out. It's rodeo week, but it's fun. Like Utah, in the NFR, Texas produces the most amount of cowboys that go to the NFR. They average about 30 to 35 contestants out of the 120 normally that go. Utah produces 20 to 25 contestants a year. That's mostly in the rough stock events, so bareback, saddle bronc, and bulls. So Utah is a very big proponent in the rodeo world. That's just the rodeo world. So
not PBR.
I started breaking on my new pair of boots yesterday.
I'm sorry.
They've been sitting in the closet. I bought a pair of area work boots for work, and since my foot surgery, I've been very hesitant to try it, and finally my wife was like, you know what, those have been sitting there, you're gonna freaking wear them, you spend a ridiculous amount of money on them.
So you want to know the best way to break in a pair of boots?
How?
Soak them in the tub for 24 hours.
I've heard that, but these I don't want to do that to the work boots. They're the vented ones. They're really nice.
I know.
I don't want to ruin them.
So
I understand, but he is right, though. That's what I do with my army boots, and it frickin' work.
So you soak them in water for 24 hours, and then you place your oven on like 125, 150.
I haven't heard that version.
And you cook the water out of it.
Oh, I haven't heard that.
That will loosen up the leather and make it really nice.
Maybe I'll try that. They're a composite toe, so...
That's why you got it, like... Normally you cook them at like 250, 275, but that's going to start cooking all your plastics.
Yeah.
So you cook it at like 125, 150 for 3 to 4 hours, and then just cook the water out of it.
All right, let's hit up that next article.
That's why I haven't bought a pair of new boots in 6 years, because I don't want to break them in again. I have a pair.
If you want a pair of work boots that are already broken, get a pair of Thorogoods.
These ones have been relatively good.
They're lace-up boots. I don't know how you like about lace-up boots. I have to have it for my heart.
Yeah.
So their compression,
I'm old. I gotta have either some kind of lace up for my freaking ankles.
These ones go about halfway up my calves.
Especially since I'm always on uneven surfaces too. Once you twist your ankle, you're kind of screwed.
Yeah.
So I just gotta have the lace ups for that extra support.
Cool. Good for you.
All right. So.
Don't really care.
Man accused of stabbing sex offender 17 times after he made comments about his daughter. The comments on Facebook on this article from KUTV, it's pretty much unanimous. Everyone's just saying, give this guy a medal.
Well, it's like the guy, like we were saying, the guy in Arkansas that freaking caught the dude in the car with his daughter, killed him, and the cops took him to jail, and now he's running for sheriff. And they're like, oh, you can't do that. And he's like, well, you failed at your job. We told you that this creep was messing around with our daughter, and you didn't do anything, so I took care of it.
Mm-hmm.
This man deserves an award. I'm sorry. I have a daughter myself. And if anybody comes to touch my daughter.
Man was arrested.
Would you do the same for your boys?
I would do the same for my boys.
Arrested.
And I would expect some help, too.
Facing an attempted murder charge after he allegedly stabbed man 17 times for making comments about his daughter several days prior.
That's a little different.
That's where it's like, ooh, yikes. I mean, if it's instinct, like, if it's just like you immediately do it right then.
That gets into premeditated stuff.
And that's actually what it's talking about.
Okay, damn it.
What?
I take back what I said. If it's premeditated like this,
I know,
this
right?
is...
So, Thad James Garul, 32, was arrested after a man covered in blood was located on a front porch in Wellington. Scroll on down.
If he would have done it smartly, he's out in the oil fields of Price. He very well could have just jump in the truck, and don't ever see that guy again.
So,
okay, this is where I have this comment that you're about to read. This is where I'm torn in my decision and taking it back.
He admitted to police to assist assaulting the victim because he had made comments at the post office about his daughter, who is a minor. He said he had looked up the man online after the encounter and found he was a sex offender. He was one of those little red dots. So it's like...
Oh, I'm torn.
Yeah, I understand why you're torn, because the thing is this is what I wanted to get into. This is why I cut off our conversation about it before the show, is because over the last couple years, we have been seeing these activist judges releasing criminals who are murderers, rapists, and whatnot on bail, on really low bail, under these stupid bail reform laws. And then what ended up happening that next day, or even within just a couple days, they murdered someone or they raped someone
in some cases hours.
See, this is...
there's a couple cases, you're right, where it was hours afterwards. And so it's just like, this may not be like that, but when you look up and see this person's already a former convicted person, and you hear about these stories, you get scared for your family, especially when they make a freaking comment about your underage daughter. So go ahead.
I get the whole wanting to take care of the scenario. Don't go into premeditated.
Yeah, don't go into the premeditated part of it.
Like, if this was him confessing to assaulting your daughter, like, that's when you get into the whole could be justified.
Yeah,
right.
Seriously. Yeah, so he confessed, stating that he intended to kill the victim. I mean,
and then,
not fully call him just a victim. I mean, the criminal.
The guy was creeping.
Protect his daughter.
The guy was creeping on the daughter.
Mm-hmm. The victim allegedly told police that the suspect stabbed him repeatedly, here we go, and then leaned over him, saying he should think again before making comments about his daughter.
This also gets into legality of...
premeditated.
No. What is the word? Vigilantism.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, but he's a sex offender.
I know.
Like,
sex offenders are less than people. But at the same time...
So I have a hard time
not
because...
quite animals.
Okay, this is going to be very controversial. There are people who can change and who make mistakes. Then there is people who are absolute creeps. There are young men and young women that do stupid stuff when they're younger, and then they learn from their mistakes, and then they completely turn around their lives. And that pedophile thing follows them around for the rest of their life when they actually do make a complete 360. And then you have people who are creeps that are less than human.
Yeah.
And so it's weird. It needs to be judged on a person by person basis, because certain people can change with help. Is maybe they were abused as a kid and that's all they know. That's like all they knew is that, oh, that's appropriate. Because there are people out there that's what they think.
I understand the whole black and white scale of all this. You're either on the list or you're not. I'm kind of in favor of adding a third,
exemption.
Like,
if you believe there's an imminent threat against a family member.
Well, it's more of like if they did it when they were young.
No, women rape men all the time, but they get praised for it.
Ooh, let's not get into that one.
Yeah, we won't. Men are just more talked about because women are. We don't.
We don't need to get into that subject, but
there's statistics on it. Women actually commit more abuse against men than men commit against women. It's just we're called pussies if we report it. Continue.
Let's saying abuse.
Let's add.
Women don't abuse. Sexually abuse kids. Oh, they do. They're just better at hiding it. I'll just say that.
They're way better. I'm gonna stay off that one.
Yeah. We'll just stay out of it there.
This guy knows how to push my freaking buttons.
He does.
And I'm loving it. I'm sorry.
I love seeing you fired up. It's great.
You both are loving this.
My wife, you're doing exactly what my wife asked you to do. which is be more vocal.
What
Share
if,
your opinions.
Bro, what if this is your wife?
Just like trolling.
So I'm all for I'm hesitant with this. I'm kind of in favor of adding a third position on that switch.
Mm-hmm.
If they did the assault, like if they assaulted when they were in their like late teens, early 20s, and go to like a reform therapist for a good 10 to 15 years,
and have no slip ups.
Yep, and have those urges diminish, like they're still going to be there regardless.
Yeah,
like
there's a difference between having an urge to do something and actually acting upon it.
If they can fight over those urges and get those out of their system, I'm in favor of having them be on like a secondary list that is not mandated. Mm-hmm. But if something kicks up, they're immediately put back on.
Well, I would say it's mandated. So this is where
Well, I'm trying to point out something real quick though. So it's like the thing is, the police for the most part know who the people are that are actually going to be committing these crimes, because I think it's like I can't remember the number. It's a ridiculous high percentage of crimes are just committed by repeat offenders, by people who've already been convicted of these crimes. So it's like you go and you look at all these numbers of rape. It's actually a very small group of people who are committing it. They're just doing it over and over again, and they refuse to change.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to say, this is so... You had brought up that going to a reform school. So,
pay no attention to him.
No, I'm just laughing.
I know. Just finish your thought real quick. Then you go back to laughing.
So there is actually a reform school. So technically, you're not allowed to report anybody. Cool. I don't give a shit about your opinion. Okay. You got something wrong in the head. No, it's very entertaining to see his comments.
Okay.
So here's the thing. There is a reform school. So if you're in your teenage years, I think it goes all the way up to the age of 17. If you commit a sexual crime, they send you to a reform school. I know certain people who have been
through that. Do we know the results on that, like the numbers on how many?
So actually, I know it's really good. If you catch it early on, the reform, when, say, like a young man or a young woman is young and they catch it and they can help reprogram the brain, their chance of them repeating that is extremely low. But now
it's
when you
like
hit...
can't teach old dogs new tricks, basically.
But then...
As they're older, it's harder to reform them.
But then, as soon as you turn 18, you stay permanently on that list unless you get a pardon from the governor. I know I'm adopted here. I'm adopted, and I will not name names, but my... stepdad, the reason why I'm adopted, got pardoned from the governor from his actions. They have to legally send out letters to all of those affected by the behavior. I never got a letter.
Oh, Governor Cox didn't do his job.
Governor Cox did not do his job. His department did not. My older brother got a letter. I don't know if any of my other siblings... if they got a letter, I don't think so. I don't think my sister has or anything. But he got pardoned and erased from the list. Which, in my opinion, and this is where I'm torn, is I believe everyone has the right to own firearms. We live in America. We have certain unalienable rights by God. But the thing is with this list, it is black and white, and it's not black and white because it's so different, because you have the ages, like your preteen ages, your kid ages, and then your like 20-year-olds, and then your 30-year-olds. Like, it's all grouped into like different things. And so to add, like, I understand like your thought process to add another list, but it is kind of like, no, you're on the list, you need to stay on the list. But what they should add to the list, because when you look it up, it just says you have to legitly search that name in the government site. They should make it easier for you to say, okay, so this guy was a one-time offender, and it's been 25 years, and he's never, well, as far as they know, he's never done anything. Okay, so he's kind of less of a threat.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense?
So
Less of a
They
threat.
go from a red dot to a blue dot.
But he's still on the list. He's still they're still there. And it's just a messed up. This is just messed up. And now this guy's situation, it is definitely premeditated. He waited a couple days. Now, if there was something like a grab or something there at the post office and then the attack happened, I would 100% be on the dad's side. I mean, you got a daughter. You don't have a daughter yet. But,
Nope.
Not yet.
I'm sure you'll be the same way.
No, she's coming. I just don't know when.
You know what I mean? It's just the thing is I get the protectiveness, but acting on it days afterwards, and then also having you read it, he has drugs on him. Like, dude, okay, come on, dude. Come on.
Like, the guy was a sex offender, but man, if you're talking about a guy who's not the great example of the kind of person that should be doing this, he's also got drugs and drug paraphernalia on him. So it's like, yo, you just premeditated murder and you got this drug paraphernalia. So you're a piece of crap already.
It's such a sketchy.
If we want to see vigilantism working at its
Finest?
This is not the guy.
This is not the guy, but we have a story of who is.
We do. He's a hero, and he should be given like a medal or something.
I believe the next tab is
word
the
is.
picture of who we're going to be talking about.
No, it's not.
No, it is not. The Discord has the picture.
The Discord has the pic.
This man.
There it is.
You!
This man.
Father of the year of whatever year it was.
I think it was 1985, wasn't it?
85. Yep.
85. Father of the Year award goes to.
So, give me a second before I get into that.
Ah, damn it! You ruined the. Perfect...
I know. I just want to get the backstory set up. Okay.
Let's get the backstory.
So if you want to bring the picture back up, wherever that went, there you go. The guy in red, his name is Jeff Duquette. We'll just call him Jeff Douche.
Let's just call him pedophile.
So
pedophile 1.
That man was a karate instructor in the early to mid 80s. He was a
Why didn't he block the bullet?
Shut up!
I'm sorry.
He was a karate instructor. He was also a very good friend of the guy in back. His name is Gary Plauche.
Father of the Year.
Yep. So, on December 14th of 1984, Jeff, the man in red, took Gary's son, Jody, who he had been grooming for about 5 to 6 years. Jeff had pulled...
It's messed up, dude.
Jeff had pulled,
I don't know the whole details of the story, so...
Jeff had pulled Jody aside and was kind of grooming him after the karate lessons.
So the abuse didn't start at the start. He became friendly with the family and then started.
That makes it even more messed up.
Yeah.
Jeff became really good friends with Gary. Gary was going to start... because Jeff was about ready to lose the studio. Gary had put money into the studio to keep it up and running.
Oh my gosh.
So Jeff had just started grooming Jody, and it was first like, here, let me show you how to do this. I'm gonna move your limbs into the positions in which they
slowly
need.
Making him more comfortable with him.
It just got more and more and more comfortable, up to the point to where Jody had to perform acts with Jeff, and that happened this happened over a duration of 4 to 5 years.
It was messed up.
And then Jeff told Jody, hey, you want to go on a Disneyland trip? Let's go. We're going to go right now.
He asked to borrow the car. He didn't even tell the parents where he was taking the kid.
Gosh.
Yeah. So Jeff took Jody to Anaheim and went to Disneyland.
Wow.
Disneyland, a couple other places too, if I remember the story. They're just chilling.
According to Jody, it was a great time because Jeff was too anxious about what was going on to have Jody perform anything. He was just sweating bullets the whole time. Anaheim police found him, raided the motel that they were staying at on February 29th. On March 1st, Jody was...
Sorry, want to add a detail. The only reason why they found him is pedophile allowed the son to call home. And the FBI had already tapped the lines without telling the family because they were expecting a call.
Yeah, normally in kidnappings you expect a ransom call,
and so they were expecting all of that.
So that's how they was able to find him. That's not included in the article. So
Yeah.
So on March 1st, Jody was returned back to his family in Louisiana. Jeff was held in holding until March 16th, when he was going to come and face trial in the state of Louisiana. He arrived to the Baton Rouge Metropolitan Airport and was led in handcuffs by police officers through the airport about 9:30, where this picture was taken.
Father of the Year.
So
that's not even a picture. That's a frame just before the explosion happens.
They have the video of it.
I know. I've seen the video.
So at this point in time, this has become a nationwide thing.
Mm-hmm. This whole story.
This whole story is a nationwide thing. So they've got camera crews waiting in the airport. Like, they want to film the guy in handcuffs coming to face justice. Mm-hmm. It's not in the way that's going to happen.
Justice.
So you can imagine how Gary was feeling. He's just pissed off. Like, he's pissed. He's in what they later deemed, like, what do they call it?
Hysteria?
Suspense, temporarily psychotic state is what they deemed it in court. So Gary takes his 38 special revolver, is on the phone with his wife at the payphone, is having a conversation with his wife. It's like, honey, give me a second. Has the phone to his ear and does an underarm shot.
Yeah, you can see he pulled the phone away right there, and there's gun's in the other hand.
There's a cameraman where you're getting the angle, and then there's another cameraman behind Jeff, and Gary nails the shot, nailing him, like, I want to say right in here, just right underneath the jugular.
Gosh.
He then goes back to the phone. I'll call you from jail, honey. Hangs up the phone. And in the video, you hear two officers saying, "Why, Gary, why?"
Oh, my God.
Those police officers were his friends from high school. And it's not like, why'd you do it? And he's like, why'd you throw your freedom away? You have kids at home to take care of. Mm-hmm. So in the aftermath, Gary was initially charged with second-degree murder, but agreed to plea bargain, in which he pleaded no contest to manslaughter. He was sentenced to 7 years to a suspended sentence with 5 years probation and 300 hours of community service.
So he didn't actually spend a day in jail because it was a suspended sentence, and then 300 hours, you said?
300 hours of
300
community
hours
service.
Of community.
Which I believe he served his community service in this single
that counts
act alone.
for 300 hours, doesn't it?
I mean, as a dad,
actually, only one rapist only counts for 100 hours of community service.
So,
as dads here, I mean, we've all seen that video of would you kill for... Have you seen that video online?
Oh, yeah, asking
would you kill,
like a mom if you
and
would
the mom's
kill
like,
for a child.
no,
They're like, no, but
no.
would you die for him? Yes. And then it's like, would you kill for a child? It's like, I'd freaking murder for the child.
And all the dads are like,
you could take
yes.
words out of that sentence. Would you kill for a child?
Yeah,
like,
literally. And it's like, no hesitation. All the men are like, yeah, how many bodies do we need to stack?
How deep do I need to dig?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, this happened 41 years ago. It happened in 1984. So,
okay, we were wrong on the year.
Last year was the 40th anniversary. So,
dang.
Why, Gary? Why?
Gary, crazy thing that's 40 years ago, too.
Gary ended up dying in 2014 at the age of 68. And then his son, Jody, was initially, like, pissed off at his dad.
Yeah.
Because Jeff was his only friend in the world at that point. Jeff had done his job, like, Jeff had groomed him to the point to where
he was the kid's
they
only
did the
friend.
good,
He was the only...
He did the job that he wanted.
Yeah, to Jeff, he accomplished his mission of isolating Jody.
Yes, he was very good at what he did.
And basically. Jody was pissed off at his... Like, keep in mind, Jody was only 11, 12 at the time.
Okay. Jody was younger than that.
He was extremely young. Yeah. I can't find how old he was.
Well, that's your privacy laws right there for underage.
Yeah, but he's an adult now, though.
So Jody was born in 72, so he would have been 12.
That's really young.
Mm-hmm. So, Jody was pissed off at his dad up until mid-20s before he realized, like, oh man, this is kind of... my dad did this for that reason.
My dad was trying to be a good dad.
Yep. So.
You know, that if that isn't love, I don't know what.
Not just a good dad, but a good man. He tried to help this guy out with his studio, and then he does this abuse to his son. So not only does this guy just take his frickin' money, but then also took his son's innocence.
I would say that son's innocence is way more important.
It's way more important, but he got slapped in the face by the guy twice at the same time.
Yeah. And then this guy was just gonna be in jail. Like, it wasn't even, they weren't like even going to charge him.
It was the 80s in Louisiana.
He probably could have gotten the chair or something, but likelihood of that.
Well, back then, they probably just put him in general pop, so he probably wouldn't have been.
So he wouldn't have made it anyway.
Exactly. So he wouldn't have lasted long in prison, but that still would have been taxpayer dollars going to, like, make sure that he served his life in prison. So...